So welcome back to HolyMama Yoga Hub. This is Liilamaya, and today we're going to focus on grounding with a sense of strength and yet gracefulness and lightness. So we're going to stay grounded for our practice today. So we're going to start on kneeling position here on our feet flexed quite a bit, and fingers in what I call tripod or teepee fingers. And we're going to start with a little twist to wake up the feet, to wake up our torso, our spine, our hands. A very gentle movement from side to side. And when you're ready, you can start to gently look back. Ever so slow, ever so gentle. Engaging ujjayi breath as we move. And you're going into the expression that feels all right for you today. So long as you are going into a little twist. The twists are great at the beginning of the practice to invite our acne, our digestion to get a little bit fired up. From an Ayurvedic perspective, twists are great at the beginning of our practice. And let's do one more on each side. Exhale here. Inhale to come around. Strong on the arms, hands. Exhale. And then gently, we're going to arrive in our kneeling position, still with the toes tucked in. This is also great to connect to the marma point in the ball of our big foot, which helps to open up our heart center, both the physical and the energetic heart. And we're going to start with a little opening here. Waking up, still warming up, working, and emphasizing the movement in our spine. The inhales, open front body, open heart center, solar plexus, heart, throat chakras. Warming up through the neck, a really important aspect of inviting more prana to flow freely through our bodies, to warm up our necks in a very gentle way. The exhale closes the front body. We internally rotate at the arms, shoulders. Chin tucks in. The inhale opens up front body. Also connecting and sending some vibrations to our thyroid, parathyroid glands located in our necks. And we're going to do one more on each side and really come to an expression of opening. Open front body, wake up to the new possibilities, and we exhale to hug in our bones, ourselves, our beings. And then gently we're going to relax the feet. Sit in our heels and just take a moment here to invite a very tall spine, creating spaces between the vertebrae. The inhale expands in all directions. The exhale contains and hugs inward towards our bones, towards our midline, which I call a golden cord. One more here. And exhale. The next is going to be a very beautiful opening movement where we're going to, I call this sunrise sunset. We're going to bow down to earth in gratitude first, bringing the third eye to the earth, activating the arms by pressing the fingertips to the earth. And then from here, we're going to inhale to do a gentle rotation of the heart center to the sky, keeping the opposite sit bone, hip to the earth, and inhale to open here. Go to a full place of expansion. Exhale closes, and we move around. Really strong tummy here. The inhales open into a twist. The exhales in ujjayi breath to come around and bow to earth. Inhales open to a new day. The exhales like the nighttime when the flowers close. for evening prayers. Inhale and exhale. Very flowy, very graceful, very gentle. Inhale to open with a little twist from the heart center to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna hold on the next one. Inhale to open and hold for at least 5 slow, organic, yogic breaths where you're really expanding and growing each breath of breathing from the bottom of the lungs, middle, top. Exhale, top, middle, and bottom. And we do this for a few more rounds at your own pace, expanding, opening, lengthening. And let's do one more breath here together. When you're ready, inhale, open, expand, extend, grow. Exhale. And let's go to the other side. So use the exhale to bring you around. And the inhale to hold. So a gentle twist, heart center to the sky, sending opposite hip to the earth. This shoulder, which is the one where your arm is being lifted, roll it back and down. And invite the long ujjayi breath, so inhaling from the bottom, middle, top. Exhale, top, middle, and bottom. And last time, breathe in. And breathe out. And slowly coming back into center and giving ourselves a little axial extension. Shoulders roll back away from the face. And then exhale, doing the opposite. So in yoga, it's really important to do oppositions. If you won't move one way, move the other way to create balance and equanimity. Love that word. And then we're gonna come into all fours. As we come into all fours, invite a sense of lightness on your back body, spreading all fingers wide, especially thumb and index fingers. The knees are under the hips, the wrists are directly underneath the shoulders, puffing out shoulder blades so we're not sinking, we're floating, and the lumbar spine is nice and long, so we draw the belly button back towards the back of the spine, your second chakra, second bandha, and we're gathering pelvic floor, gathering through your first bandha. And here we're going to tuck the toes under to keep inviting a sense of waking up the feet. And we're going to exhale to round the spine. We're going to come back into child's pose. Have a little stretch. As we gently slide the hands back, come forward. So this could be a little bit of an intense movement. The exhale brings you into a flexion and back. The inhale brings you forward. Around right about here, you need to really engage the upper body. Exhale to come back. Inhale brings you forward, so nose forward, bum up. Press the earth weight to come into a round back. Working with the breath. The breath guides your movement. And one more time in this direction, then we're going to reverse it, so just pay attention here. We're going to exhale to round the spine. And then come into a chaturanga or modified chaturanga-like movement. And then we come back again. So in a way, we're articulating vertebra by vertebra in what I call a wave through the spine. This is the exhale here. Inhale. So we're using the exhale to support your movement, going down towards the earth and coming back. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale to come up. Inhale to go down. And please just breathe at your own rhythm, whether you have to breathe in or out in whatever or wherever in through the movement. That's fine as long as you're breathing. Okay. Beautiful. And then a little circle to invite warm up through the wrists. and then the other way, and we're going to actually stretch, keep the toes tucked in, come back and stretch the wrists one at a time, as we tend to use them so much through our practice, and they also need to be stretched. I like to do what I call flamenco hands to bring in a sense of movement and flow and energy through the wrists, which could be a very beautiful movement to wake up and then reversing it. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to do that energetically. So we're going to inhale to bring the arms up as we rotate through the wrists, and then change direction to change as we're moving back. A little stretch here to open heart. Keep everything nice and open and light with grace and love and joy. As we breathe into the darker sides of our bodies, our minds and spirits, so illuminating with the breath. And then we're going to find ourselves in plank pose. So take your time to find yourself in this powerful pose here. We really are working the entire system from head to toe. And as we hold, we invite a sense of connection to the tummy, and we're going to very, very, very gently start to lean from side to side. This tends to be quite strong on the core. Notice how my feet are working, so they're really quite awake now, working from the balls of the feet. I'm going into the inside of one foot and then the outer edge of the other. And one more time. And then we're going to come back into child's pose for a little rest. So bring your knees nice and wide, big toes are touching. Come down, and we're going to stretch the triceps by bringing the elbows forward. And we remain here for 3 cycles of breath. Forward bends are incredible for grounding, lowering anxiety, and any sort of movement in the head that's getting a little bit too much. Forward bending is the best for us Vatas and Pitas actually. It resets the entire system. One more breath here, inhale and exhale, and we're going to go into a modified chaturanga-like movement. I'm going to give you an option here. So the idea is to really articulate through the spine. So we're going to come up on an exhale, really rounding, pressing the knees, the feet, and the hands against the earth, shifting our weight forward to come into a modified up dog. The hips are forward, the shoulders are externally rotating. You're squeezing the elbows into the body and opening up through the throat as much as possible. And if it feels good for you, you can engage and lift the knees off the earth so the tops of the feet are pressing against the earth, looking up. To go back, we tap the knees to the earth, chin to chest, and then this is a reverse wave as we press the hands into the earth. So we're moving on from that movement that we did at the beginning initially as a warm-up. The exhale takes you here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale brings you up. Scooping and rounding as much as possible. Keeping the pelvic floor gathered so through your lower bandha. Option to either keep the knees on the earth or lifting them up, engaging the entire body from head to toe. And in a way, we're hugging in towards the midline, towards the bones. It feels beautiful and gorgeous and soft and easy. Exhale to come back. fully aware of every micro movement that we're doing. Let's do that 2 more times. Use the exhale to come up. Full ujjayi breath. With the pelvic floor gathered, we bring the hips forward, hug the elbows in, open up through the collarbones as much as you can, engage the legs, open throat, full activity here, inward activity. Exhale, tuck the chin to your chest, press the earth away, reverse wave. And one more time with full grace and love. Exhaling to come up, rounding the body. Use the exhale as a powerful movement. Even though we're moving slow, we're activating and waking up the entire system energetically and physically, emotionally and spiritually. Exhale to come back. And we're gonna come into a kneeling position to open up and hold here. Full ujjayi breaths. And even if the sun is not shining upon you as it is on my face, we're going to visualize it and feel it. The full radiance of the sun, vitamin D, illuminating your entire body to cellular level. And fingertips to your shoulders, and we're going to do a little rotation here because the shoulders, they need so much love. Breathe in. Feel free to exhale through the mouth sometimes and breathe in. And let's go in the opposite direction. Inhale. And one more time with so much love. And from here, we're going to give our body a little gentle stretch. So the last stretch here, we're going to go into lizard. Option 2, stay here, or stay here. So you have 3 options for our last beautiful asana stretch. I'm going to stay here. And then if your body is available, we're going to go all the way there. Notice my back foot still tucked in. I like to have it tucked in because it gives me a sense of connection, and it actually feels better on my knee. It doesn't have to be flexed for you. And release. Revisiting all those steps. Before we go to the other side, we go into a little child's pose. And then we go on the other side. So I'm nursing a little bit of a hip issue on my left side, so I will not be able to go all the way down on this side. So this reminds us to stay calm and to honor whatever's going on in our bodies, because it's only a reflection of what's going on outside. And we need to nurture and give love to the parts of the body that are not so open. And I'm going to go here. And we're going to take 3 breaths here in full expansion mode. Breathing into the hips, into the hamstrings, lower back, heart, throat. Last breath here. Exhale and slowly reversing your steps. And then finding ourselves in starting position. We breathe in, we exhale, and you can finish with a little breathing technique if you feel, or a little meditation. It's whatever you feel called to do. And I just want to thank you. Namaste.